Hello, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scaryish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace, this is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
And today we're here to read you folks some homegrown horrors. Adam's going to tell us what those are, and then we'll get into it.
Homegrown horrors. The stories that you wonderful folks have sent to us. They can be supernatural, paranormal, spooky, spiritual, creepy, coincidental, true crime, or extraterrestrial in nature. Robin, if someone had a story like that, where could they send it to?
You can send it to storytime@scaryish.com. That is our email. You can go to our website, Scaryish.com. There's a contact us page. You just fill out that lovely form there and it gets sent to us that way. You can also contact us at our social media outlets, I guess. So Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that fun stuff.
Indeed. So we have 4 of these stories that we've been talking about that we call homegrown horrors. We're going to read to you wonderful folks tonight. Robin, did you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Why don't you go first?
Okay.
I have my stuff up. I just figured
my first one is pretty short. I have a short one and then a long one today. So I'll start with the short, and then when we get back from the commercial break, which is in the middle of the episode, which is, by the way, never the middle somehow, then I'll read my next one. So I'll start out with this one. The first story we have for you wonderful folks tonight is from Amber, and its subject is local legend. You must read this on the pod. Whenever I see that, it definitely has to go to Spooky Mom to be vetted, because I imagine it's just going to be a bunch of dirty jokes or the word boner over and over and over.
Jeez.
So starts out like this. Hey, what's up? It's HEY, all exclamations, all capitalizations, and an exclamation point. So it's a pretty assertive intro.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Shut up, Navi. Okay, anyways, starts out like this. I sent this story before my, quote, sweet dreams are made of these email, but didn't hear it read, so I thought I would resend it. Also, it's worth mentioning that after that story time, I had a dream that on a live stream, Adam began reading this story, then stopped, deleted it, and went on to the next story. But he's not that big of a jerk. Anyways, here's the story.
All right, we're not going to finish it.
I'm going to stop right now and delete that and just go ahead and move on. The story continues. My great aunt has a cabin up in North Wisconsin. Most of my siblings have been there, and all of them have said it was haunted. The one thing that scared me most about the stories I've heard was the windsock story. Apparently, they would hang a windsock with ribbons coming off of it outside the window or outside the door, and no one would touch it. After a couple of days, the ribbons would be perfectly braided, not in knots, but in perfect braids. The reason given for this is that across the lake where the cabin was, there is a Native American burial ground. The spirits would come across the lake and braid them in the night. Well, that's the story. Sorry if you already got this story. I don't think we did. I don't remember braids. So I'm currently watching the live story time number 143. So sorry to Spooky Mom if this is messy. Thanks for reading. Thank you for sending that.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. And this is a good example that small or long or short or long. Yeah, that's it. Short or long. Please send us your stories. We definitely want to hear them and we definitely want to share them. So thank you for sending that in. If you have additional ones, go ahead and send it. All right. So that one was quick. Nice quick hitter to start the show. We're going to look over into Stream Chat, see what's going on. Going to give some shout outs for some subscriptions going through. 9 minutes ago, Laura Ann started this off with her subscription for 16 months using Prime Gaming with the message of, woo! I am Beef Trainer resubscribed with Prime Gaming for the second month in a row, 8 total, with woohoo! Found it. I'm What's Dinner resubscribed using their own money for the 11th month, says Dirty Joke of the Week. I took a Viagra last night, but it got stuck in my throat. I woke up with a stiff neck. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Cursed Wolf 89 resubscribed for the 24th month using Prime Gaming. And then it looks like Cursed Wolf gifted a sub to Kayla Ray Reads. That is the second month for Kayla Ray Reads.
Thank you so much.
And Lucy just resubscribed as I'm reading this with Prime Gaming for the 8th month. It says, happy 8 months, my peeps. Thank you so much to all of you who subscribe. It means the world to us. It is very, 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 very helpful. So that's pretty awesome. I'm going to get up the other things and see if anyone's redeemed anything so far.
Yeah.
While we just read this wonderful stream chat.
And if you folks have Amazon Prime, subscribing to your favorite Twitch channel is absolutely free to you. You just have to link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and then it becomes Twitch Gaming, which is super cool. Free subscription every 30 days. It's a benefit that you get. And if you don't use it, you waste it. It's pretty cool.
Take those $5 out of Jeff Bezos' pocket and put it into ours. And when we go to check it, it's only $2.50 because that's how it works. But hey, that's pretty good. $2.50 is better than $0.50 or zero. I just want to say $50 again.
Oh my god!
I'm
just
drinking...
staring at my hair. It's so
You look fine.
No, it's like sticking out the back of my brain back there. Jeez.
I'm going to be drinking Leinenkugel's Berry Wise again tonight. Pretty happy about that because I love Leinenkugels.
I have vodka and my coworker's homemade limoncello, which is so good. It's funny because he was telling me today, he's like, my wife and I have started on the batch for this year's limoncello.
Nice.
I was like, yeah. And
so it appears the first person in either chat was Laura Ann, who said woo, which went along with their resubscription, and then a bunch of you saying hi and joining in. Sorry,
Hello.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, and then I have some cranberry grape juice, I guess, on top of that. So like a berry lemonade vodka drink. I don't
Sounds
know.
cran great.
Nice.
Yeah, nailed it. That's a really Robin-centric pun right there. Lots of folks saying hello. Vivian says salutations over there in YouTube. First person in YouTube. Scrolling through, I was watching a lot of the fighting, which was really fun. Captain Fake Guy says, how is everyone? Doing pretty good. Had a really busy day at work today.
Where'd the redeem thing go?
I don't know, but I checked it and it was fine, so it's okay to read for now.
I just see redeem drinks scrolling past here.
If you see it there, then why do I have to monitor it over here? Just out of curiosity.
Just to see. Just
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drinks redeemed. 1 from Chunkster, 1 from Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, 1 from Captain
That's
Fake
a high
Guy.
five.
1 from, I'm just going to drink anyways. 1 from Amki and 1 from Laura Ann. One of those was a high five, so we'll go ahead and do that as well. Anyways, had a very busy day, had a presentation, totally crushed it, felt really good after that, so pretty good stuff. Hoppy J or Hopi J, I think it's Hopi actually, because Hoppy would be 2 P's, I think. Doesn't matter. For anyone who uses Spotify, actually it matters because it's your name, just tell me what I'm supposed to say. Have you checked out your Spotify 2020 Wrapped yet? I have not, but if it has us on there, take the screenshot or whatever, and then tag us
in your Instagram story.
We love seeing that at the end of the year. People really like that gargoyle joke from this episode. I don't know if you noticed. We had people in the Discord mention it. Someone was like, I think it was Glitch actually. He's like, I need a...
Everyone loves a good gargoyle.
Oh my gargoyle, or everyone loves a good gargoyle.
Oh my gargoyle. G is for gargoyle.
OBJ says, this year I spent 46,503 minutes listening to podcasts. I'm just reading Twitch stuff.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Because I got nothing over there on YouTube except most recently, Dominic says, the synthesizer is watching.
Man, this is so effing good.
Is it?
Yeah, you should try it.
I'm going to drink my drink first, and then I'll try yours.
There's supposed to be a lot of vodka in there. There was when I poured it in, but I don't taste any of it. All I taste is limoncello and, like, juice.
You can see it. Like, it just looks, like, wavy in there.
Really? Laura Ann says they've been doing Christmas shopping. Hopi J says, this year's I've spent 46,503 minutes listening to podcasts. That is fucking crazy. That's a lot of hours.
Just read that.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
I didn't read it. I'm sorry. I didn't hear it either.
It's okay. That is actually not bad. It doesn't taste good, but it doesn't taste alcoholic. It just tastes like a really crappy sweet tea or something like that you would get from some restaurant chain.
All right, sweet pea. People are like, OMG, you have no beard. Yes, your face is naked.
My face is still cold and you can see my second chin.
He was like, I miss having hair on my face. And I was like, because you can see your chin? He's like, because you can see my chins. Multiple.
So annoying. I couldn't put that camera high enough to hide it.
Chunkster says you're looking young.
Thank you.
Nice.
I appreciate that.
And Laura Ann says you got the baby face. I'm a Sedan says your face is going to get arrested for indecent exposure. Your boy Ghost OG says, do you remember when you played Among Us? I was wow. We had no idea.
There's a lot of people that jump in. There's someone that follows us on Instagram named Bronte_something, and we had someone join us
named Bronte.
I was like, oh, that must be that person. But they never talked. I think they might have talked a little bit. It's really hard to not get gaslighted in Among Us when you're typing and everyone else is talking in Discord chat.
It's really hard.
Because you just get railroaded so quick.
Yeah. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom says, hi guys, hello.
Among Us is so fucking fun. I can't wait till Saturday. Mario says, oh my god, hi. What up, Mario? Thank you for joining us.
Amki says, I linked my accounts and just don't know, have any, blah, blah, blah. I linked my accounts and have no clue how to make it work. It doesn't work on mobile. You have to actually go on a PC in order to use your free subscription, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
At least for my iPad, it makes me, if I want to subscribe to somebody, I have to buy like a token. And then, so I buy the subscription token, and then I can use that subscription to subscribe to somebody. It's really weird.
It doesn't do that for me. Basically, every month it just says, like, would you like to use your Prime Gaming subscription for this person?
But you're not doing it on iPad.
No, I'm just doing it on PC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think you have to do it from PC.
Mario says, I'm watching you on my second monitor while I do this, in parentheses, 4 days past due research paper, LMAO. We can fucking relate, dog. Yeah. Mario says, assigning work the week of a holiday is whack. Man, okay, one of the 2 games that I manage at my current job is updating. It's a big update.
I got 4 more drinks.
And the last time we did this on a different game, it was a ton of tickets coming in. Like, people were having problems, which I'm okay with. But they said, like, we're going to move from 50% to 100% to basically double the workload on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, my Thanksgiving is just going to be me checking tickets. And then, like, leading up to like, yeah, we're not going to do that. I was like, oh, thank God. So I was totally terrified last week that was going to happen. I'm going to drink my other 3 drinks now.
5DDZ says, I've got some stuff that happened recently that I may type up and send your way. Please do. We would love to read it. I would love to read something from you. That would be super cool.
I miss going to sushi too. That was always really fun.
Man, I love sushi.
Remember sushi? Remember places? Remember things? I remember things.
Chunkster says, cran pineapple juice with grapefruit rose vodka is perfect. Ooh, that sounds real good. I'm Beef Trainer says, finally got Twitch working. Had to move to another device. That sucks, but glad it's working now. Girl Panic says, oh shoot, Robin's getting lit.
Getting slizzard.
Getting scissored in my ride. Wait, is that the right words?
I don't know.
Something about
I just know slizzard's in there.
Getting slizzard, yeah. Ginseng Joe says, I wanted to make a chin joke for Adam, but I didn't want to be mean.
Nah, totally cool, dog. If you were like brand new to the stream and you came in, that would be one thing, but...
Chicka Boom Boom says, Adam should get a crochet beard. That'd be cute.
That'd be
so
funny.
Cute.
That'd be cool.
I'm What's Dinner says, Twitch is being its usual freeze/skip crap. May have to switch to YouTube again. Radio Man says, you might have to ask if Robin was robbing the cradle. He looks so young.
Damn right. She's way older than I am.
Nope. No.
Yup. She was my babysitter when I was a kid.
Amki says, I'm on my iPhone, trying my laptop now. Thank you. Hopefully it works when you go on your actual laptop. Laura Ann says, I remember things and people. I miss people. I'm Beef Trainer. I'm Beef Trainer says, I got my Prime subscription to work on my spare Android device.
Nice.
I'm What's Dinner says, switching to the tube. Sorry, Twitchy friends, but I like a smooth live stream. I'll be back for Merbles.
Don't blame you.
Knock
on wood, things are going okay on our end so far.
Ginseng Joe says, I just opened a second tab of Twitch and Robin sounded like an evil AI.
She always sounds like an evil AI.
I am an evil AI. Wait, I don't...
What?
Glitch says, wow, that went right past her. I don't get it.
You must have missed something. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay. Should I read now?
Sure. Vivian says, I just ate a baked potato, and that's where I will
Dude,
stop.
I love baked potatoes. I think baked potatoes are so
I like twice baked potatoes. Regular baked potatoes, I put too much on them, and I'm like, I feel like I would enjoy all these things without the baked potato. Like, it's just a tool. It's a vehicle to bring the sour cream and chives and bacon bits to my mouth.
Ginseng Joe subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much.
We should consider getting a new alert. I mean, I love that chick that eats spooky.
It's spooky.
But yeah. The game's out now, I think.
The game is out. No, not yet.
I don't know. There's got to be some other pop culture reference. Pop culture? Pop culture
we have a green screen. We should make our own.
We could make our own. There's this guy I watch sometimes, and he made one. He made one of him like doing his hair, but he has a new one of him. Like, you could tell what he did was he did one of him down on all fours like he's a dog, and the other one of him like riding. So it's him riding himself, and it's so fucking funny. I was like, man, we really need to play around with that green screen. All right. Anyways, well, let's move over into the next story. I'm gonna mark it. You do the wonderful
babysitter
transition.
joke. People are talking about a babysitter joke. What baby? Did you read it?
No, I said you were my babysitter when I was a kid.
Oh, I don't get it. Why?
Because you were robbing the cradle.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She just doesn't listen to me, so.
All right. So we're gonna get into the next email here, and the subject is a heartwarming, creepy story. I think we all need a little bit of heartwarming right now.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It goes, hey, Robin and Adam.
Hello.
Hello. I'm Robin. That's Adam.
Hello. I'm Adam. That's Robin.
We're not like the MFM girls where it's really hard to tell who's who sometimes.
They have distinctive voices. I just get confused which voice belongs to who.
It took me like 20 episodes to figure out who was who.
I mean, it took me almost like 50 episodes to figure out who the hell each person was.
In The Adventure Zone?
Yeah, except for Griffin and... Okay, so I guess that's not true. For Griffin and the dad, like Clint, I immediately knew. But when it came to Justin and Travis, I could not remember who was who. So,
all right. The email begins. I mean, they already said hi, but the story begins. I couldn't sleep, so I fired up your recent episode, 142, on the Echo Dot near my bed. Yo, that is so cool that you can just tell your Echo Dot, like, hey, I'm not going to say the name.
Yeah.
hey, Echo Dot person.
Hey, Echo Dot lady.
Play this podcast episode. I think that is so stinking cool. I've never tried it on ours.
It works on our Google Home in the kitchen, too.
We watch a lot of YouTube on that thing.
I do.
That is so cool. So they fired up episode 142 on the Echo Dot near my bed, and you had me laughing so hard, so I decided, what the French toast? I'm just going to get up and send them my lame stories since you're running low. Adam, I love it when you beg. By the way, I found you via our mutual YouTube friend, Miss Braun. Love that girl. That is so freaking awesome.
We love her, too.
We love her, too. Anyway, back in 2006.
I don't know if it was begging so much as just sincerely pleading.
There's a song lyric out there that I really want to use, and I can't. It's not coming to my brain, but there's got to be something
I'm
about
sure it was
begging
insulting.
on knees and something. Oh yeah, there's no, never mind. Anyway,
You're just crushing this ref right now. You mark this 3 times, so I'd make sure to not remember.
Anyway, back in 2006, I lost my dad unexpectedly. Fuck.
Okay, you're gonna make fun of this line right now.
Anyway, back in 2006, I lost my dad unexpectedly, and the next morning, I had to rush my stroke victim mom to the ER because she had low hemoglobin and needed blood ASAP.
Wow, that is
so
so
much
dude.
to handle
That's
all
so
at
rough.
once. The ER took forever, and as I needed to go make funeral arrangements for my dad, that is so much for one person to handle, I left her there with my aunt / her sister. When I was done with the cemetery, the funeral home, the cleaners, etc., I stopped by my neighbors for a quick chat / glass of wine and left my phone in the car. When I got back in the car half an hour later, my phone had exploded with calls from family because my mom had a seizure in the ER and they thought that she wasn't going to make it. After dealing with all that stuff with the cemetery and funeral arrangements and all that stuff, having to look at your phone and that's what everyone's calling you about, I would have a conniption. That's so much. Yeah. Well, by some miracle, after I sat with her sobbing and holding her hand, begging her not to leave me too, she pulled through. Can you say miracle and stressful day from hell? That does sound like an awful
Sounds like both of
day
those
from
things,
hell.
yeah.
So about a week later, after my dad's funeral and my mom's still in the hospital, I was laying across their bed on my side, having a minor sobbing like a baby breakdown, when all of a sudden I felt a hand on my shoulder. But I wasn't scared. I felt peace and love and comfort, and I just knew it was my dad. Then, after about 15 seconds or so, I sort of got creeped out and got up the nerve to look over my shoulder, and the feeling disappeared. The experience was sort of nice and sort of creepy, but it helped me pull it together. My dad was a quiet, sort of dignified man with a dry sense of humor and not a touchy-feely, gushy person like me. But he was always there when I needed a hug or some comforting, and I guess he still is. Sorry for being such a mush pot. Keep on creeping on. Your creepy friend, Cheryl. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's so much for one person to go through.
You're not being
all
a
at
mush
once.
pot at all. Like when you say that you were lying down in your parents' bed having a sob, it's like you earned that more than pretty much anyone I know. So it's shocking that you didn't do that more frequently and pretty much at all times. So it's nice to know that in that moment you had that feeling. And it's always a shame when it goes away, but it's nice to know that it was there and gives you a little bit, not just of closure, but like the strength that you're going to need to keep moving forward because it's awesome that your mom stuck around.
Yes.
So that would have been just so much to take. Even though it was probably the worst day of your life, I can't imagine it not being.
That's a lot too. I mean, going through a stroke, having seizures, doing all that stuff. It's really awesome that your mom was able to pull through all that because that's a lot for your body to take.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Thank you so much for sending that in one more time. All right. Let's check out Stream Chat, see what's going on over there. There was a lot of chat flying by during that one. I think we let out with our 2 shortest ones, so the second half of the episode is going to be a lot longer.
Laura Ann says, OMG, please make your own green screen. Ginseng Jones says, you guys should make green screen animation where Robin's doing her homework or something and Adam scares the shit out of her with a giant foam that says subscribe.
That's funny. It's a lot.
I can just see how IMB Trainer says I can just see how bad she would jump if she didn't realize or know it was going to happen. Captain Fake Eye says I'm too scared to have my Echo next to my bed. Honestly, since we've had the Echo next to our bed, it's this thing where I constantly in the morning have to tell Alexa like snooze.
This is how she says, Alexa, snooze. She does this. She goes, like 3 or 4 times while it keeps ringing, and I'm like, holy shit, make words with your mouth. Like, even if it's not in English, just make some words. And then finally, after like 3 or 4 minutes of it going off, she gets it. Christina Vasquez over on YouTube says, "Hi everyone, happy December. Happy December. I cannot believe it's December. And also it feels like it took forever to get here simultaneously." Ix over on YouTube says, "Hey guys, wanted to share, y'all are my #1 podcast for Spotify Wrapped 2020. My stats were 143 episodes, a total of 10,221 minutes.
Wow.
Binged 17 episodes in one day. LMAO, thanks for the great company this crazy year. Thank
you for supporting us so much.
Yeah, that's so awesome."
IMB Trainer says, "I won't even allow one of those Echo devices or anything like them in my house.
I have nothing to hide."
I can't. Yeah, right. Captain Fake Eye says, "Someone gave me one for Christmas a while back." That's literally how we got ours too. All our devices have either been free, severely discounted, or gifts for Christmas.
Very true.
And Captain Fake Eye says, "I just ask about weather and stuff, and it plays music." That's literally what we use ours for, asking what the temperature is outside, setting alarms. We use it mostly for setting alarms.
And it flashes yellow and lets me know Robin has ordered something and spent money and it has arrived.
Oh my God, today is just package upon package because Christmas is coming up. And
every package that showed up today was for Robin, or it was to me for Robin because it was something for her.
It's Christmas time, okay?
It's Robin time, y'all.
Packages are going to start flowing.
Brian on YouTube says, "Do babysitters ever really listen to the kids they're watching? I don't even remember having babysitters when I was a kid unless it was like my brother."
So I have an older sister, and I feel really bad because she took care of us a lot when we were younger. We didn't have babysitters because she was always there to take care of us. And I feel really bad because it's like this teenager having to take care of a bunch of little kids. And I'm sure she was just like, fuck my life.
You guys suck
You
so
guys
hard.
suck.
Vivian says, "What video does Jessica Braun mention you guys? I want to watch it." I don't remember which one it is.
I don't remember which one it was either, but it was like a month and a half ago, I think.
I think it was right around the beginning of October or maybe a little bit earlier than that.
And we are so thankful for everybody who's joined us from there. You guys are absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
I know she does a lot of like lifestyle videos, makeup, things like that, beauty tutorial type stuff. So if you guys are into that, check it out.
Brian says, "By the way, I'm loving The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on my Switch. I can't believe I had no interest in this game when it first came out. I have a friend who just started playing. He's like, I don't know if I like it." And I was like, "Well, why don't you like it?" And he's like, "Well, I keep running out and trying to do stuff and I die." I'm like, you have to understand it's not like other games that hold your hand and don't want you to die. Like, you're going to die a ton in that game. So, yeah, you just kind of got to get over the hump to start, and then you realize it's this huge open world where you can do anything. I love it. I love Zelda. I love Nintendo.
Captain Fake Eye says that it's also hooked up to the lights, so I can turn on my living room lights.
That's pretty cool.
That is so cool. I would love a smart house like that, but it is so much work. It is so much work to set up, and I'm just like, nah, dog, I'm good. I could turn on a switch.
I would like it just so I could be like, "Alexa, enter the Bone Zone," and have all the lights like dim and Barry White start playing. Apparently, she wants EDM to play during the Bone Zone.
That's just me.
Christina says, "I'm pretty sure it took us 87 years to get from January to December this year." There's so much shit this year. Brian says, "I abuse the shit out of snooze. It's to the point that the alarm doesn't always wake me up." Yeah, I've been doing that a lot too, and I've just started to switch recently to having the alarm go off 15 minutes before I absolutely have to wake up, so I can only snooze it twice, because if it was like unlimited snooze, I would set my alarm for like 6:30 if I had to get up at 10 and snooze every 10 minutes because I'm insane. So
I do that.
That's what she does, yeah. So whenever she sets her alarm, I'm like, I'll be up before she does, but her alarm's going to start going off 2 hours before mine, like guaranteed. So that's spouse abuse, I'm pretty sure.
Captain Fake Eye says, "I can't imagine setting up my house to have a Bone Zone light setting." You don't have to imagine it. You can make it happen.
Yeah, it doesn't need to live in your imagination. It can live in the world.
You can just have it start playing the song, Let's Get It On.
Let's get it on.
I don't know. That song's not sexy to me.
You're crazy.
I don't know.
You're crazy. Oh, God.
Is it your turn to read?
No, we're in the middle of the episode, so we're going to do an ad break really fast. Going to go ahead and pop that on in 1 minute. And by 1 minute, I mean right now. Have fun. Unless you're on YouTube, in which case you're still watching. Unless you're watching to the pre-recorded episode, in which case you got the ads, because that's how that works. So I'll go ahead and minimize that. I think owe at least 2 drinks, or maybe I just want to drink. So that could be it. Undernerd says, "Hello, what up, Undernerd?" Solid.
What up? Oh, I don't have enough points to redeem a drink. Dang it.
Here, I'll redeem it over here.
Oh, you have points?
Yeah, I have the account.
Oh.
I have unlimited points.
That's fucked.
Up in this bitch. I can do whatever I want. redeemed.
Woo! Woo!
I think.
Yeah,
Cool.
it did. It worked. Lucy says, OMG, no ads. Laura Ann says, oh, if I have to get an ad, at least it's about doggos. That's cute.
Robin got an ad about soccer, apparently. No, I think it's a cell phone commercial. Who knows?
It's a cell phone commercial. 5G. Radio Man says, I keep my alarm 15 minutes fast all the time because I am a pain in the butt to get up. I definitely am. I am not a morning person. I hate waking up in the morning. And sometimes except unless it's Disney. Fuck, if it's Disney, I'll wake up at 4 a.m. to drive all the way to Disneyland to get there by 9. I love Disneyland. Yeah.
Yeah, Robin's the kind of person who will be like, okay, we're going to go to Disney tomorrow, so let's stay up till 3:30 a.m. with excitement, and then I want to get up at 4:45 because I want to get there at rope drop. Also, I'm not driving out there because I'll be too tired. I want to get Starbucks, then drink it, then fall asleep for 3 hours. Then I'll wake up, and as, like, I'm driving and don't know how I'm conscious, she wakes up, and I'm like, I think I'm going to need to switch. She's like, really? I'm like, no, we'll just risk it. And then we get to Disney, and I'm like, I guess I have to be awake for the next 9 to 12 hours.
Yeah, but then I drive home, and then you and Liz can sleep.
I never sleep on the drive home, you know that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll get like maybe 45 minutes out, and I'll take a quick 10-minute nap, and then I'll wake up and be like, all right, let's do this thing.
Aries says, finally get to catch the live stream. Welcome. It's been a while since we've seen you last. Captain Fake Eye says, about what you said about alarms. My husband is the one that has 40 alarms. I'm a lighter sleeper than he is. It's basically abuse.
That's so true.
All right. So should I read next?
I think I'm next. You just read.
Oh, okay.
I have Let's Marvin Gaye and Get It On stuck in my head now, which is
Marvin
weird.
Gaye and Get It On.
All right. Brian says, what does Disneyland have for people who don't do rides? Food.
California Adventure has booze.
Yeah.
California Adventure has roller coasters, actual roller coasters.
Mike Regan over on YouTube says, I'm loving this right now, and says corn dogs, dude. Yeah. Corn dogs. I mean, lots of really good food there. Also, Mike Regan, I know him personally. He is the most amazing person, and he is one of the most talented people I've ever met in my life. Just saying. Remember his name. That's all I'm saying. Christina says, at Brian, they have shows and people watching. That's true. There's some rides. I don't know. What I like doing about Disney is going on my favorite rides and then going with people who don't like those rides to try and convince them to like it. Because so many times Robin's been like, I don't like that ride. I'm like, well, will you go on it with me? Like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yes. And
now she loves it.
So the first time we ever went on that ride, it was Adam and my friend, like my childhood friend, Brett. I don't know if he was on an episode. We had him as a guest.
Had Brett on.
Yeah, we had Brett as a guest on an episode. And he's my childhood friend. The three of us went to Disneyland because we were going to BlizzCon. So it was it's in the same area. You might as well go, right? And
God, that was so much fun.
The two of them were so excited about going on Guardians. And I am very afraid of drop rides that are just like, they take your stomach all the way up to your throat, you know? And so I'm screaming my head off this entire time, just so freaking scared. And these two are just having the time of their life.
I've been on it so much now, it's like the fear element's not there anymore. I feel like to make it more my kind of ride, they'd have to have someone on there with like a gun at me. So I'd feel like I might actually die, but it feels fairly safe. It's really fun. That's a weird way to describe it. Aries22 says, Disneyland tomato bisque and grilled cheese. That's all I need from Disney. There's a place in the French Quarter, too, that has the best Monte Cristo I've ever had in my fucking life.
We actually have the recipe that we got from, like, Disneyland Town Hall or whatever when we went there. And we got the recipe, and we tucked it away somewhere, and we just found it, so we're going to have to make those Monte Cristos, especially now that Disneyland's closed.
Dole Whips, Mike Regan said.
Oh,
I'm just going to say Mike from now on. Dole Whip is really good. They had the turkey leg. Tastes like ham. Didn't enjoy it.
I don't like those.
Didn't like it one bit.
Ginseng Joe says, dude, I swear I wake up to switch the alarms off and then go back to sleep. That's me. That is totally me. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it sucks. Shout out to Amkey587 who just subscribed.
Thank you so much.
Also, shout out to Tiny Dancer Nation who donated 100 bits. Vivian says, I like long car rides because I'm not old enough to drive, so no one expects me to do anything. Hey, man, I know a lot of people who are more than old enough to drive, and they never drive. So
thank you so much, Amkey, for subscribing for 1 month. Oh, did you already? I'm so sorry. I didn't even. It's
okay. They deserve 2 shout-outs. Thank you so much.
2 shout-outs for you.
Brian says, at first I thought you said they have boobs. I was very interested for a second. Vivian says, yes, the most popular attraction, sexual attraction.
Ginseng Joe says, oh no, I already read that. Tehe says, hi everybody, missed the last couple of weeks. So glad I can make it to the stream. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Vivian says, I went on a 2-person swing the other day and it freaked me out. Every time it moved, I felt my stomach drop. Those ones where it's just like chains that swing you around and take you up like 30 feet. I always get a little bit paranoid because I'm like, this ride is just jank enough where I could be the guy on the news where it's like, the chain snapped, he died. Shit happens, and everyone would still go back.
The symphony swings at Disney California Adventure.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Those are the ones. And it kind of freaks me out because it lifts you up and then it swings you
I go
out
through this whole narrative in my head about like what people are going to say about me on the news and like, will I die right away? Will I die a little bit later? Undernerd says, there's a secret menu item that's called lobster bowl mac and cheese that I'm obsessed with in Disneyland.
Ooh. Which
Land by the
restaurant?
Lake. I don't know how to describe where the shop is. You're going to need to figure it out because we're going to need to go there.
Okay, because we need to go there next time when it's open so we can eat it.
Shout out to Aries22 who has gifted 2 subs. One to Hoppy or Hopi J. The other one to me, Malum. That's hilarious. I didn't realize my account's currently on.
Thank you so much.
I didn't know my accounts. Oh, it's probably because I was... Oh, and now I'm the stream boss. Suck it, everyone. I get to make all the decisions tonight.
So fucking stupid.
All right.
Captain Fake Eye says, miss Disney so much. Wish I was living in SoCal again. You will one day if you want to. Glitch has never been to Disneyland. Yo, you're missing out. Ginseng Joe says, I haven't been to Disneyland since I was 5. It's definitely something that you have to visit when you're an adult because you can experience it in a totally different way.
You can get all fucked up. It's pretty sweet.
You can have beers and alcoholic beverages at California Adventure.
Just watch the kids cry coming off the Incredicoaster. We saw one dad.
But you can buy whatever you want. That's my favorite thing about going as an adult is you can just buy whatever you want.
Yeah, some people have money trees that they go with.
Your mom's not going to be like, no, honey, you can't have it. You know?
My mom does that. Not really. By my mom, I mean she does that. If I'm like, kind of want that $300 lightsaber.
Oh my
you
fucking
don't
God.
need it.
You don't need it.
You don't need it. I want to go buy this Disney Burks bullshit purse for like $6,000.
And I never did because I don't need it.
How many do you have?
I have no.
You're a liar.
I don't have any.
Then what are all the stupid Disney themed ones that we have?
Kate Spade.
Oh, I fucking hate you so much. All right, we got a lot of chat in here. There was one thing I was going to say, and I was going to get started on my next. Oh, Vivian said, quote, just jank enough. Adam Diaz, 2020.
Laura Ann says, I've never been to Disneyland, but I have been to Disney World. That is some place that I wish I could go to. Maybe one day we'll go to Disney World.
I haven't been to Disney World in a long time. All right.
Let's
take a break, get back to the stories. This is supposed to be story time.
Not Disney
We could
time.
talk about Disney.
We could talk about Disney all day.
Night. All right. Marking it. I'm going to go into my second story. And I'm going to give us a nice transition so when I edit the audio later, it sounds better. All right. Oh, I heard your fucking nail scratch on your screen. Please stop. She does this all the time. Or the clicking of her mouth. Her stupid, moist mouth. All right, I'm going to move on to my next story of the show. And this one is from Cinda. And the subject is The Big White House. And then in parentheses, in the subject, it says, not the one where the orange president lives. Thank you for that clarification. Starts out like this. Hello, Adam and Robin.
Hello.
Hello, what's up? My daughter, Anna, or Anna, I think it's Anna, introduced me to your podcast, and I love it. 2 N's.
That's, well, no, Anna is also spelled with 2 N's, isn't it? The one from Frozen?
Yep.
All right. Take it.
I like to hear scary stories, but don't like to watch them, LOL. So your podcast is perfect for me.
Oh, perfect.
It's good to hear. You may know my daughter better as Ulrika. I knew it. It's Ulrika.
Oh, Ulri.
She has long been a very big fan of your show. She has been bugging me for a long time to submit these stories that my grandma used to tell me about living in what they call the Big White House in Crittenden County, Kentucky. My grandparents were tenant farmers, which means that they worked for the owner of the land and were able to live on the property for free and share in some of the profits after all the crops came in.
That is a really cool thing to do.
It is. The Big White House was a large mansion that the owner, who they all called the Colonel, built for his wife, but she refused to live in.
Because it's haunted.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
It's gotta be.
I mean, it's about the Big White House, so. Too far out of town and too, quote-unquote, primitive. No running water or electric service. So my grandpa and grandma were allowed to live there. They were very excited to be living in such a great house for free.
How do you live without running water and plumbing?
You go and get water. You probably have like a well.
Ah, okay.
You have an outhouse. Have
you
not seen like all the movies where you have an outhouse? Go shit outside?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. The house was so large that they invited my grandpa's brother and his family to live there also. This was a beautiful plantation-style house with a huge front veranda with columns holding up a large sleeping porch on the second floor. Soon after they had moved in, things started to happen. And now I have like some bolded sections, starting with this one, Story 1, The Crash. One night, the entire household was awakened by the sound of a large crash. My grandma said that it sounded like an entire cupboard of dishes had been pushed over. She was frightened because she thought that my dad, who was very young at the time, might have gotten out of bed and was climbing on the cupboard, and when they got to the kitchen, nothing was out of place.
That's terrifying, because that's a very distinctive sound.
I mean, that's a loud fucking sound, too. They were pretty sure it wasn't a dream because everyone in the house had heard it. Could have been Inception, but most likely it was a ghost.
It's just like that movie.
Inception?
No.
Paranormal Activity?
No, that one, what is it called? Voices, I think? Or...
You've lost me at this point. You're talking about some
God.
Amazon Prime, like 16-page search.
No, that
deep
Netflix
shit.
movie that I've brought up a million times before, where it's the events that echo through time.
I know which one you're talking about. I don't remember the name. I'm pretty sure it's Amy Adams
It's
who's in
Amy
it.
Adams. Yeah, it's just like that, where she's like boiling a pot of water, and she realizes that's the sound she's been hearing, like a ghostly sound she's been hearing throughout her house, but not finding this boiling kettle of water.
It was a traumatic event that echoed through time, or scarred time.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it is, the sound of those dishes all shattering is it's happened before.
Maybe we'll find out in the next story, or the one after that, because there's 2 and 3 I can see so far. Story 2, doors. The house had a huge living room that covered the entire front of the house, a long hallway of rooms with doors, then a large kitchen that covered the back of the house. There was a door at each end of the hallway. The house was so big that no one needed to sleep on the second floor.
Oh, wow.
Also,
that's a big house.
No heat upstairs because the only warmth was from fireplaces and pot-bellied stoves. So not to waste energy, they slept in rooms that were meant to be parlors and libraries. Everyone slept with their doors closed to conserve as much heat as possible in the room. One night, they started to hear doors opening and closing. At the end of this long hall, one door opened and then the other door would close. They thought maybe someone was in the house, but when they went to look, both doors would be closed. This kept happening, but every time my grandpa took the lamp out into the hall, it would stop.
That's scary.
So my grandma suggested he go out there without the lamp. Of course, grandma would suggest that. It's okay, honey. Go out there into the darkness with the strange noise. So my grandma suggested he go out there without the lamp and see if it kept happening. So he did. Both doors started to open and slam shut so violently that he ran back into the room, covered his head, and said, "Nope, not doing that again."
Oh my God.
Side note, my grandpa was a very hard worker and loving man, but not a very brave man. My grandma was the tough one. One day a snake fell into the outhouse from, I knew there was a fucking outhouse. One day a snake fell into the outhouse from the ceiling down on him while he was in there. He came running out with his pants down around his ankles, shouting for my grandma to come kill the snake. That is fucking hilarious. Story number 3, nightlights. One day, my grandparents had taken the horses and wagon into town for supplies. One of their neighbors asked if everyone was okay. They said, "Yes, why do you ask?" The neighbor said that from his farm, he could see the big white house all lit up. Light from every window. He thought maybe someone was hurt or sick. My grandparents said, "No, we're fine, and no, we didn't have any lamps lit last night." Strange, as it so happened, they were late coming home from town, and it was dark. As they rounded the bend in the road leading up to the White House, they saw the house shining like there were lamps in every room.
Wow.
Thinking someone had broken in or that there was a fire, they hurried home. But as they got closer to the house, all the lights went out and it was pitch black.
I would be like, not going in there. Fuck that.
Right?
Nope.
Note, there was no electric service to the house. That's even, it's one thing if people just ran around flipping switches. If it's before there's electric service to the house and it's completely lit up, that is so much more effort for a prank, and it has to be coordinated by so many more people to put all the lights out at once.
That's a big ol' no on my end. Nope.
Oh, no, I'm getting messages for work. Sorry about that, y'all. They see my stupid thing shows that I'm online right now, and they're like, "Hey, can you help with this?" No, I can't. Not right now. Story number 4. The party. One night, the household was awakened to sounds of a party going on in the living room. We're talking music and dancing, laughing and conversation. Not a little party. My grandparents took a lamp and a shotgun ready to clear people out who they thought had broken into the house. Lights could be seen coming from under the big double doors that led to the entrance of the never-used living room. As my grandparents threw open the double doors, they discovered nothing. Pitch black room, no party. I asked my grandma why she wasn't scared. She said she was so young, she thought it was just a grand adventure. She was only 15 when she married my grandfather in 1939.
Wow.
I actually got to see the big white house when I was young and go inside. I'm sure at one time it was a beautiful house. It has since been torn down because of neglect. Hope you enjoyed these stories and feel free to read them on the podcast. Personal note, thank you for all your kind words you had for me when Anna moved out. She's my buddy, and I was a little sad that she grew up. LOL. Hope you are well.
Cute.
Tell your mom I said hi. Spooky moms rule, Cinda. That is
Thank you
so
awesome.
Much.
That is so freaking adorable.
Those are some of the best stories we've ever gotten. I won't lie. And I say this all the time. Ask your parents for their stories, folks.
Because my grandparents
they've seen
have
some
stories,
shit. The higher you go in the hierarchy in your family, like mom, grandpa, great grandpa, wherever you want to go, they're gonna have some stories. And even if they're not supernatural, if you're like, tell me your most intense story, you better strap the fuck in because you're gonna get blown away.
I think it's a great opportunity too to just sit down and talk to your relatives because at least for me, I didn't talk enough with my grandparents, and I think it's a good chance for you to sit down and spend some time with them because they are a lot older and
they're a lot cooler than you could ever imagine.
Yeah, they deserve some attention.
It's a good opportunity to connect. Like if you think your grandparents or your parents don't sit around and talk like you do, they do. And if you want to enjoy that, they're probably talking shit about you. Exactly. Just try and sit down and have a real conversation with them because you're never going to understand how important that is to do. And thank you so much, Cinda, for sending that in. And thank you so much, Anna, for convincing your mom to send those in. We love both of you. One more time, thank you so much. All right, let's look over into Stream Chat and see what you wonderful folks had to say during that story. Brian, going back to the lobster or the mac and cheese thing, says Red Lobster occasionally had a lobster mac and cheese bake. While I worked there, I never had it though. That seems like a missed opportunity.
Not Laura Ann. I'm sorry. Cat Beatrix says on YouTube. OMG went onto YouTube for study music and saw you were streaming. Jumped on here to say hi, and then I missed the spooky friends. One more week of the fall term, and then I can catch up on my favorite spooky pod. Same here. Can't wait for finals to be over.
This has been the hardest semester for me. Like this semester has been such a fucking nightmare to schedule around.
It's the sleep schedule that's really messed up.
Monday and Tuesday are one long day, and it's really been hard, and I cannot wait for her semester to be over.
Can't survive without coffee. It's so
and I
rough.
haven't been drinking coffee.
Oh man, poor you.
It's been fucking rough.
At least I get coffee.
I get naps every now and then. I get micro naps. So honestly, like Monday and Tuesday have blended in together to be a day where when I wake up on Monday to work, I know I'm going to get around 2 to 3 hours sleep 2 or 3 times before Tuesday at 8 p.m. when we finish the show.
Yeah.
So Christina over there on YouTube says, my brother Bestie and I went on the Ferris wheel in California Adventure and got on the swinging cabs, and all of us were scared for our lives. Those are way more intense than you expect it to be.
Yeah. And we went with my uncle, aunt, and cousins, and it was so fun.
That was
and
so
it was
much
funny. And just that whole day that we hung out together was really cool.
Christina says, this has been Disney-ish with Scaryish. Yeah. Anna on YouTube says, in all caps, this is my mom! Yay! I'm so excited.
Ginseng Joe says, I'm also binging all the episodes. I'm on episode 15-ish. And welcome, Luna.
Nice.
Thank you for joining us.
Vivian says, yes, and I'm excited for you too, Anna. Anna says, they would collect water from the creek. Okay, cool. There we go. No well.
Ginseng Joe says, Adam and Robin were extra funny when they were figuring everything out. We're just a mess when we try to figure
We're always trying
out.
to figure shit out. I'm trying to figure my life out. Brian said, we had a problem employee maybe quit today. She said she was working tonight. Our lead told her she was not on the schedule, and she said something rude to him. The store manager got involved. Ew. I've never had someone try to come in when they weren't scheduled. I've had people not show up when they were, and I've had to cover their shift, and I had someone do it to me 3 times back to back. And the second time I told them, like, if you don't show up on time for your next shift, you're fired. And they didn't show up, so I was like, I have to find someone to cover. I was there for an extra 2 hours. I finally got someone to come in. I'm like, it's going to be a 2.5 hour shift. Like, I'll owe you one. Just tell me what day you want off in the future, and like, I'll come in and cover your shift. Got them to come in, and then the person who I told, like, you have to be on time or you're fired, texted me like, I think it's really fucking rude you didn't text me to tell me you got my shift covered. Like, minutes after I got it covered. Because they probably texted them like, what is your problem? So I just texted them back, and I was like, you're 2.5 hours late to your shift. You're fired. And then he called me to threaten me. I was like, nah. And I just hung up on him. I was like, that was the worst experience I've ever had in that role.
ASB Bunny says, Disneyland and Disney World are hard to get to from Australia. You just have to make a vacation to come out and check them out someday.
Set aside the time. Mike says, like that you guys use a Stream Deck. I love this thing. I use it for a bunch of different stuff, but I mark my audio on Reaper so I can just go back through and hit all my marks where I need it to edit. And it makes my editing go a whole lot faster. Plus I have things like emotes, which I don't use nearly enough. Where if like someone does something stupid in a store, it's like, Why'd you do that?
Ginseng Joe says, I am the mom that says you don't need it. Minimalist moment. You know what? My older sister is the same way. She's like, we don't need tchotchkes. We don't need that. You don't need it. Ginseng Joe also says, Scaryish meetup at Disneyland when COVID ends.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Heck yeah. We've hung out with quite a few people at Disneyland that are spooky friends, and you guys are absolutely fun to hang out with, and we are so thankful that you put up with our weirdness, because we just want to ride rides and we don't sit there and just chill.
Yeah, we're not like, hey, let's hang out and
we're
talk.
Like, you guys want to hang out with us? We're gonna go on ride.
You're gonna have to stand in this line with us because we're getting on this ride. Brian said he was mediating a convo between the two, and the problem worker started cussing them out, and she was told to go home. She apparently cleared out her stuff. Ew. Mike says Chan wants to know what you guys are drinking. I'm drinking Leinenkugels because I have loyalty to back home. Berry Weiss for the season.
I have vodka, some of my coworkers' homemade limoncello, and cranberry juice. Cranberry grape juice.
Grape is, I think, what you said at the beginning of the show.
Da.
Anna says, in visiting my Kentucky family, we drove by where the big white house used to be, and it was nothing but a field.
Aww.
And it was still rural as fuck.
Lunabin says, I need to submit some of my stories. Would y'all like me to send some of my vivid dream stories? Send whatever you got.
Yes,
Just send them.
Shannon says, hi, everyone. Hope you're all doing well this spooky evening. We are indeed.
Aries says, I really want one of those expensive dresses from Disney. Me too. They're like over $100, but they're such cute, like pin-up looking dresses. I want one.
Everything is so expensive at Disney.
Chunkster says, Disneyland sounds fun. I've never been to Disney. Worth it. I like it. It's really cute. I mean, if you're not into the characters and stuff like that, you don't necessarily have to be. Like riding the Millennium Falcon's really fun.
When they put in the Star Wars thing, that's when Robin convinced me to get annual passes, because we were going like once every 2 months, and then she's like, they're putting in Star Wars Land in summer of next year. I was like, yep, sign us up.
Glitch says, haha, stupid moist mouth.
Brian says, and I saw an article that said 4 guys pushed the monolith in the desert over, dismantled it, and took it away in a wheelbarrow with the parting words of leave no trace behind. Send me that article. I'm curious to see if it's a rumor, if they actually have pictures of them doing it. Dominic says, as a child, my dad took me to an animation film festival, and about halfway through Fantasia, I asked my father if we could leave. He asked why. I told him that the mouse was giving me Disney spells. That's funny. Anna says, I love my mom in all caps. We all love your mom.
Tehe says, I would love to take my daughter to Disneyland or Disney World. Never been. It's so fun. I just think when we have kids, I would want to take them too. I want to take my nieces to go.
That first time at Disney video.
If you're friends with me on Facebook, you've seen what I posted where it's like moms at Disney, and it's like them taking their kids to their first trip to Disney, and it's like, we're gonna do this. I don't care if it's $40, but we're doing this because it's your first time at Disney. Should we get this? Oh yeah, we should get it. It's your first time at Disney.
And
it's like that would be me. I would be like, you're gonna have to take pictures. Go stand next to your brother. Like, I definitely would be that mom.
Brian says, I have a few hours of free time tomorrow, planning on taking my laptop and typing up some stories for you guys. What is the best way to send them to you? Either through your email and emailing storytime at scaryish.com, or go to our website, scaryish.com, and click on Contact Us. Those are the easiest ways. It comes directly to our inbox. That way we don't have to copy and paste anything like that.
Chunkster says, so cold here in VA, which is, I assume, Virginia. A bit windy, so it feels like ice knife to my face. Ew, no.
Vivian says, I'm kind of tired. I think I'm going to head out. Brian said, bye. Vivian said, stay safe, stay sweet, and stay scary.
Thank you so much.
Love y'all. Thank you for joining us, Vivian.
Jinxing Joe says, Adam, you remind me of a crazy centipede story my mom told me. It was a story told by my great-grandmother.
Centipedes are almost as terrifying to me as spiders. I fucking hate centipedes.
Centipedes have 1,000,001, like,
I think it's 100 legs.
That's why they're called centipedes. But, okay, the longer the centipede, the more legs.
I've never caught one and counted. I've just run or set the building on fire. Anna says, oh, wait, I think it was a different great-grandparents that they would collect water from the creek. I don't know. It's my Kentucky family, so it could have been both. It probably was both, in fact.
Radio Man says, y'all need to come to Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, Virginia. That would be cool. I've always heard of Busch Gardens. I've nenever been.
I've been to one in Florida, I think.
We were, this year, we were supposed to go to Six Flags with our friends.
For my birthday.
And then COVID hit, and then it's just like, guess we're not going to Six Flags. And
instead,
oh my God,
my first day of work at my new job started on my birthday, which was pretty sweet. They actually told me, like, do you really want to start work on your birthday? I was like, you're goddamn right I do. Like, that sounds awesome.
Let's see. ASB Bunny says, I once went to work to get my shifts after having 2 weekdays off for my 18th, and I got told that I didn't have a job anymore. Fuck them.
Right.
No.
Christina says, my boo has been stressed as well this semester. He is a lucky ducky, though, since this is the last semester of his master's program. Congratulations on that. Brian says, there are pics of the guys taking it down. A couple guys were camping out near it to get some artistic photos. Man, I looked everywhere on the internet for where this thing went last night, and I could not find any photos of someone disassembling it.
ASB Bunny says, I should get all the Aussie spooky friends together and all come across to the U.S. for Disney. Dude, if we had a huge Disney meetup, that'd be so fucking cool.
Disney
cool.
should sponsor if we bring that much
Disney,
business their way.
Sponsor us.
If you're listening to me, Mickey Mouse, sponsor us. Please.
Laura Ann says, OMG, is that the dude dad guy wears a wig and pretends to be his wife?
Yep,
yes.
that's him.
And she goes, it's your first Disney. That video makes me laugh so much because it's your first Disney. And then they're at Star Wars Land. They're like looking at the Millennium Falcon going, I don't get it.
Hate him.
It's so cute.
Jay Valor says, Christ, finally made it. My son, brother, was distracting me with his damn flocks of Porygon again. I don't get that joke.
Aries says, I still haven't seen the Star Wars Land. So fun.
awesome.
Hopefully they open up soon so you get to see it. Lunabin says, apparently people took the monolith and we're talking about people, quote unquote, leaving trash in the desert. What the F? Glitch says, Six Flags over Texas. No, but my cousin wants to take us to Six Flags over Texas, and I really want to go.
There was Six Flags somewhere in California that we're planning.
Yeah, it was in California. Girl Panic says, do the Mickey laugh.
Ha ha. I think she's better at it. I can do Goofy sometimes, but not right now. My throat's a mess. It's as good as I got. Shout out to Chunkster.
You have to do the where he laughs and goes, ha 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 ha. Or no, that's Mickey. No, Goofy, where he goes, man, I can't do it. No.
That's all I got right now. Shout out to Chunkster, who just resubscribed for the second month in a row using Prime Gaming.
Have you seen the Goofy movie?
No.
Damn it. Okay, never mind.
Patricia Soto over in YouTube says, you guys rock, and put a bunch of hearts in there. Thank you so much.
Ginseng Joe says, hey, Bunny, was looking forward to playing with y'all on Saturday, but I called for overtime at work. I guess we're playing again this weekend. Are we playing that again?
We hadn't really made plans on what we're going to play.
We don't know what we're going to play this weekend, but
Among Us is fine with me.
Yeah.
That game is fucking sweet. It is so much fun killing people and lying about it, just like in real life.
Radio Man says, y'all have a good night. 3 a.m. comes way too early. Catch y'all later. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good night.
Indeed. Good night.
All right. I'm going to get into my last email here.
All right. I'm just going to say the last one that I saw pop up. Brian says, I can do the Little Caesars guy saying pizza, pizza, but that's about the only impersonation I can do. That's fucking hilarious. All right. I'm going to mark it. You can move into your last one. Go nuts with that wonderful final email transition. And burp. Gross.
Sorry, it's the booze. Hold on, let me take another drink.
I was going to say, I need another drink.
All right, let's crush this last story.
Let's crush some Sandos after this.
I already had a salad.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
All right, so this next email, or final email of this episode, is from Cody, and the subject is Brown Mountain Lights.
I covered this topic.
You did? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
100%. 100.
Okay. 100 Acre Wood. That's what it's called in Winnie the Pooh. 100. All right, no, that's just me. All right.
I was like, I don't know. I haven't seen Winnie. The only thing I know about Winnie the Pooh.
100 Acre Wood, but I was like 100.
The only thing I know about Winnie the Pooh is the fucked up ride at Disneyland that someone had to have been on acid when they designed, because that fucking ride is just nuts.
All right. So the email begins. So I relatively recently had a brief interaction with Adam on Instagram and referenced this story, so I guess I'll finally share it here. I can't remember which episode it was exactly, but the first episode I ever discovered of the Scaryish Podcast was the episode on the Brown Mountain Lights.
Nice.
I was headed up that way to do a multi-day camping trip, specifically in the area to hunt for the lights. All right. So I decided to see if there were any podcasts on the topic. Lo and behold, Scaryish. Yay, that's us.
Nailed it.
Well, that and there are tons of amazing natural sights, and specifically waterfalls, on the hunt to do 300 plus NC, so that's North Carolina, right? NC waterfalls, but I digress. One of the nights I was there, I had set up camp and then walked my way down to Wiseman's View. It's a view of the Linville Gorge that, when looking out over the gorge, gives a view of Brown Mountain off to the left.
Brown Mountain just sounds like a big poop you took. It's like, man, do not go in there. Brown Mountain.
Oh my God. It was after sunset, so I had my camera set up mainly for astrophotography over the gorge. That's pretty cool. All the pictures turned out like shit. Fuck. That sucks. Crappy tripod and too much wind. I'd been set up and enjoying nature and taking photos when some other people showed up. It was a group, with one specifically taking the conversation lead. The group was within earshot, and I could hear one of the guys, who I guess I'll call Biggest Dickus, or BD for short, trying to explain to the others, who I gathered were his friends, but he wasn't crazy, or that he wasn't crazy. He was describing what he had seen the night prior, a light that had originated from down the gorge to the left, from the direction of Brown Mountain, and had moved down the gorge. His friends were giving him shit, but he was visibly disturbed. They had moved down the viewing platform to an area near me, and BD eventually brought me into their conversation. Like something out of the beginning of a shitty RPG questline.
That's funny.
He asked if I believed him and brought me into their scope of conversation.
Hey, guy you've never met before. Do you believe this story you're just hearing now for the first time? That's such an awkward thing to be asked. I'd be like, no, like not at all.
BD was quite obviously disturbed. He had seen something he didn't understand and was desperate to get someone to believe him. His friends were all giving him shit, but I said I believed him. From the story, he said the lights... Okay, hold on. From the story, he said the light came from the left down the gorge. It was green and moved slowly. For reference, from the platform down to the river in the gorge is about 2,000 feet. BD said the light was roughly 1,500 feet up because it appears to be higher than halfway, but lower than his vantage point. After it had passed the viewing platform, the light split into 3 lights. Up to this point, he wasn't too worried. He figured it was a drone. But when the lights split and lights began moving independent of each other, he started to freak out. Shit, I would freak out too if I saw lights, like it was one light, then it split, and now it's like all over the place lights.
There could be some technological supervillain there that likes to fuck around with drones. Because I don't know if anyone's seen like the Christmas, I think it was the Christmas drone show that Google put on randomly outside their headquarters.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so many drones moving independently of one another, but they're still moving like in one coordinated purpose. If this was the case of 3 drones moving to freak you the fuck out.
It's like that in the movie Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah, kind of.
Where they have all those drones. Like, never mind. If you haven't seen that movie, then
I mean, yeah, kind of, except there's 3 as opposed to like a million that are generating a bunch of like ridiculously huge illusions.
He took out his phone and started getting photos and videos. He said that after the lights had separated, they moved more down the gorge, then up, and either dissipated or faded from view. No drone can split itself into 3 that I'm aware of. I saw the photos, and now in hindsight, I wish I had gotten the contact information of the man to receive the photos and videos. I didn't see them myself that night, nor did BD or his friends, but BD swears he saw them the night before, and the photos 100% showed a green light, and the videos showed it following a non-linear trajectory, making almost jagged, instantaneous movements. BD was affected by this. He saw something that shook his beliefs, and he was desperately searching for someone to believe him. While his friends were all giving him shit, I do believe that they believed him. He informed me that he had lived in the area for 20 plus years and had heard of stories but never seen anything for himself until the previous night. I haven't seen the lights for myself, but the look on this man's face and the tone of his voice wasn't faked. This wasn't bullshit. If you've seen someone traumatized and heard the resolve in their voice and have seen the look in their pleading eyes, then you know they aren't making shit up. I might have not been inclined to believe him had he not shown me his footage despite his outward demeanor. But damn it, I believed the man. I also had my own beliefs about the Brown Mountain lights, mostly that they had been distractions by local moonshine runners. That's funny. But I don't think I believe those now.
They could be both. That's the thing. This phenomenon could occur that's unexplained, and then could also be exploited by someone who's doing something illegal to drive people away. Like we covered that topic for Jersey, where one of the shores of Jersey had a rumor about a black dog that would show up, but there's also supposed to be a smuggling ring for pirates back in the day, and that's why they made up the rumor, was to keep people away. That doesn't mean that a black dog didn't exist there. You know, some big animal could have existed there, and they could have also shown up. It could be both at the same time.
I've been camping in the area since then and haven't had an experience of my own, but I'll certainly keep going back. Love the show, guys. I've got a few more stories, though I am a skeptic and not sure how much I believe what I've experienced, or how much of it can be rationalized away. Maybe if I get drunk enough again, I'll type them out. Thanks for all that y'all do. Keep it up. Thank you so much for sending in your story. Man, the fact that this guy was so shook by what he saw makes you really want to believe it. But there's so much technology now.
I think that's why a lot of people wind up believing stories like this, is because you see someone and you realize they're not lying. And it's hard to take someone's experience and tell them, like, I don't think you're lying. I think you're mistaken, because when someone gets, sincerely shook by something and sincerely afraid, it's really hard to take in what's happening around you with very specific detail to then later break it down. Because as soon as you see something and you realize like your fear is taking over, your rational mind kind of goes out the window,
Yeah.
And for anyone who's ever been like afraid of something in the moment where your like knees just shake or you just get really scared, or maybe you lash out at someone who's like just popping out around like the corner like blah. It's like, did you really think you were getting murdered? No, but in that quick moment you were so afraid it didn't matter,
Yeah.
And if the moment's extended, it's really hard to understand how quickly your mind can start jumping to conclusions, or even like in the case of the Battle of Los Angeles, which I covered a few episodes ago, seeing things that just weren't there. It's like you saw something that was there, but your brain told you it was something else. But it's really hard because sometimes people actually do see shit. So.
There is footage, though. So this guy had actual footage of
but
these
we
lights.
don't have it. That's the thing. So it's hard for us to speculate. But yeah, that's a really good story. Thank you for sending it in. And if you have the other ones and you need to get drunk to send it, then just, you know what? Just get drunk and send it. That's all I'm going to say. So
Okay.
Thank you so much.
But drink responsibly.
Yeah, drink responsibly. Get drunk and send it. Thank you. All right. I'm going to look over in Stream Chat. I'm going to read the YouTube stuff, which I have none of.
It's open.
And then I'm going to start booting up marbles on stream. If you're new to the stream, we finish every night with a little game because sometimes we get really sad or really intense stories. And to kind of bring it down before we send you all back out into the world to finish out your Tuesday night, we like to play a little bit of a game. It's not a little bit of a game. We like to play a game that you can participate in. And if you win, we send you a sticker. So it's 2 opportunities to win some Scaryish merch. I'm going to go ahead and get it booted up while Robin vamps and makes her hair into a weird beard or something like that.
A beard. Oh, man. I should make my hair long enough so that I can braid it under my chin like that character from Bleach. Have you seen her yet? She's like she's from the squad, the healing squad. And she has her hair like braided under her chin.
I feel like I should have seen her already, but I haven't.
You might have seen like tidbits of her.
Her tidbits?
Her tidbitties. Let's see. Beep, 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 beep.
Let me go ahead and get
Ginseng
this
Joe
running on my
says I look
phone.
like a nun.
She's no nun.
I'm no nun. Man, I have homework after this. I don't want to do it.
I'm playing RimWorld until I can't keep my eyes open, then I'm falling asleep.
Chunkster said, my boyfriend decided to sneak up on me and really give me a scare. I jumped back and shrieked. I bet his neighbor heard me.
That's funny.
They're going to call the cops. I think it's murder.
Murder most foul.
Man. Whoa, what is that? It sounds intense.
It's the advertisement before I get to watch our current stream.
We've been watching so much anime lately. At least I've been watching so much anime lately.
I mean, we have. I've been watching it with you.
Because we watched, we're trying to catch up on My Hero. We still have so many episodes to go.
Holy fuck, do we?
But we're trying to catch up on My Hero Academia. And then Adam's been playing RimWorld.
RimWorld was gifted to me by a very dear friend of mine named Steve. And it's basically like Prison Architect, if anyone's played that.
Prison Architect.
But like really open world. And there's so much to do, and these people just wind up taking on lives of their own. It's been super fun. It's incredibly addicting. All right, let me see if this will work. Get us over to the marbles.
But yeah, we've been watching a lot of anime. I just started watching Black Clover over again because I always get to like episode 3 and then stop watching forever. But I'm finally on like episode 10 or something of Black Clover, and people really like that anime for some reason. For me, it's just a Naruto remake. I don't know.
Go ahead and type in ! vote, then a space, and the number that corresponds with the track you would like to race. This only works on Twitch, so if you're on YouTube and you would like to participate in the races, please switch over to twitch.tv/Scaryish Podcast.
Ginseng Joe says, Dan, if you guys play / make music, I'm really interested in buying a synth, and I'm wondering if it's a good idea. Unfortunately, we don't. We know nothing about
music. If
music.
Mike's over there on YouTube, please let us know.
Laura Ann says, I have a $30 limit on my Secret Santa. I keep finding cute things. How do I choose?
Get them a gift bag.
Get them
and fill it with smaller gift bags until you hit your $30 limit.
Wow.
And they'll be like, this is such a shitty gift. And then they will use all of those gift bags and have to tell you later, like, it was a good gift. It's exactly
Adam's
what happened
done
to me.
that before.
It's so fucking funny.
Ginseng Joseph spoil them with fuzzy socks. Chunkster asks if we've seen the trailer on the final season of Attack on Titan. We've only ever watched the first season. We've watched bits and pieces of the third season.
I have not watched any of the third season.
No, we watched parts of
You did.
when we were
the
with
hotel?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
What? You
I
were
was sitting in
there.
a different chair, not aimed at the TV.
Oh, maybe it was just me then. Okay. Tay Hay says, I love anime, have a few to catch up on. Chunkster says the final season looks like it's going to be fire. I don't know. There's so much anime that I really want to watch that I haven't had the chance to. And one of the big ones was My Hero. I just love that one. And I need to finish How to Keep a Mummy. And I need to finish the new Fruits Basket because I think a new season's coming out. Lunabin says, I've been watching Parasite recently and it's so damn good. I freaking love Parasite. That show, if you haven't watched it and you like weird, creepy things, Parasite is so stinking good. Glitch says, Black Clover got good. Keep watching it. I loved it. I just have watched Naruto and I've been through all that shit already. And I feel like I'm watching Naruto all over again. So watching...
It sounds like Naruto. Like everything about that show is like Naruto.
So watching Black
all over
Clover,
again.
I'm like, man, get to the good stuff already. But who knows? We'll see. I'm still sticking with it. I'll keep watching it and we'll see how it goes.
All right. Currently, Scared Straight is our leading track with 6 votes, which is quite a few. Let's go ahead and look at some stats for it. It takes 1 minute and 54 seconds on average. Record time is 1 minute and 10. Let's go and see what the Spooky Friends. We have never raced it. So that's
Bob
interesting.
says Blue Gender ? I haven't seen Blue Gender since I was 17.
Wow.
Oh man.
It's forever ago.
It's a fucked up anime.
It's like when you were my babysitter. I was only 7. She's 10 years older than me.
Oh God, get out of here.
But I don't want to leave.
That Manscaped thing is still on the screen.
Oh.
In the corner, hidden there.
It's okay. I took it off the main screen. There's so many scenes that I have running right now. So, I need to get my keyboard out so I can control the camera.
Lee says you need the mustache back.
I know, dude. Lee got to see my mustache before it went away completely when I had it turned into my curled mustache and I looked fucking sweet. And Robin was like, I was like, damn it.
ASB Bunny says, I just watched Danganronpa.
I figured you would know the pronunciation of that.
I haven't seen it. I know a lot of people like it. Chunkster says Toradora. Toradora is so stinking cute. I love that one. That one's really cute. I don't know. There's so many good animes out there. Which other ones have I started and not finished? I'm rewatching Bleach for the 5th time.
It's a good show.
It's a good one.
All right. We are going to go with Scared Straight. It is in the lead.
Bob says, time to grow a porn stash. You should have seen when he shaved off his goatee. He shaved it into one of those twisty cowboy mustaches, and then he shaved it into a Hitler.
Exclamation point play to join in. I did the curly mustache.
Or a Charlie Chaplin, I guess, is
I
a better.
did the curly mustache, then I did the regular mustache, then I did the Chaplin or the Hitler, depending on sort of, I don't know, where you're from. And then I did this and cried. All right, exclamation point play. If you win the race, you will get some free merch. It'll be a sticker from Robin's Quiet Corner that is Scaryish themed. And you'll get some points in the season. Those aren't for really anything except for bragging rights. But who doesn't like to tell someone else, hey, I won, you didn't. I'm right, you're wrong, shut up.
I love Eugene.
Eugene is awesome. We already got 22 marbles in this race. 23 marbles. Robin, have you jumped in yet?
No. Ginseng Joe says you looked good last stream with your sweater that matched your goatee. Lee says you looked like Wario.
I did look like Wario with a curly mustache. It was fucking awesome.
ASB Bunny says Danganronpa is a little messed up, but you get attached to the characters and their whole mindset. A lot of anime, I feel like,
fit that narrative.
Watching My Hero, I feel like I haven't wanted to cry watching a show in so long. And I swear, every 5 episodes, I'm tearing up because I was like, the feels. I don't know. Like that one episode we watched where they had Kirishima yell out to Bakugo, let's go. I was sitting there oh, don't cry.
Dominic said, I bought some shoes from a drug dealer. I'm not sure what he laced them with, but I have been tripping all day. That's a funny joke.
That is a good joke.
All right. We are off with our 27 contestants, 2 of which are myself and Robin. All right. We got a little Plinko with 3 fan blades, and then it's going to get weird.
Hashtag get weird. That's not our hashtag.
Hashtag let's get weird is a hashtag from season 1 or 2 of
Workaholics. Yeah.
All right, looks like Mama Buds is in the lead. Aries 22 is there. Kayla Ray reads, Hoppy J, I'm What's for Dinner.
Oh.
Kayla Ray Reed said, I'm too cool for this race. Oh, and it's going to follow you to hell. Okay, take me back to the top. Oh my god, the Cursed Wolf is also going to hell. It won't let me see anyone. All right, so Aries 22 is in the lead. Let's go to the front and just watch with free cam style. Ooh, Aries 22 almost went off the edge. Tay did go off the edge.
Leverum says, I loved Bleach, but the constant change of the storyline made it hard to continue watching it. It was really rough because there are so many arcs and it keeps changing all the time.
Aries 22 fell off, so it's an open race.
Oh, man.
OPJ fell off. Chunkster looks like they're going to make it straight ahead. Hopefully they don't hop over the edge. They did not, so they're currently our new leader. Lots of folks back there still trickling down. I have a feeling we're going to lose a lot of folks as they cross through. There goes Valley Grills and Chicka Chicka Boom Boom and Omki and Glitch. Good Lord. Elgatesman 1985 right there. Tiny Dancer Nation and David bringing up the rear.
Young tiny dancer. Is that the actual
That's the actual lyric, yeah. Good work. Chunkster's still in the lead, but there is a just cluster
Hopey J
of
says,
people
I
right
got
there.
yeeted. Aries says, rip me.
All right.
Glitch says F. F to pay your sex. Oh my gosh.
Lucy is in the lead now.
I have all my classes online, and sometimes in the chat, people will just type in F when the professor makes mistakes, and I'm just like, y'all, he can read this shit.
That's funny. Congratulations, Lucy, on taking the win. I take second place. Ginseng Joe, third. Chunkster, fourth. I'm What's Your Dinner, fifth. And we'll watch the rest of them trickle in and see if anyone gets eliminated. It's pretty fucking hilarious that you're pressing F to pay respects to your professor.
Yeah.
They probably don't know it unless they're younger,
But then there's younger TAs that are our age that are like, yo, I know what you guys are typing. What the fuck?
Funny.
So Lucy, if you type ! merch, you can go to our Etsy and see what Scaryish stickers that we have available. Let us know which Scaryish sticker you'd like, and we'll get it mailed out to you.
And where we can send it.
Yeah, and your mailing address. A lot of times we get just an email that's like, it's me. And then I'm like, mailing address, please.
Yeah, and just email us, or you can message us on Instagram or Facebook. Any of our social media is the best way for you to reach out to us.
Just email us.
Just let us know. All right, cool. So congratulations, Lucy. I move up to 38 points in the season. Pretty good with that. Glitch is sitting at 32.
Dang.
ASB Bunny 24. David's at 21. I'm just reading people above 20. I'm Western Dinner's up to 23. And we did have several folks move up in big, significant chunks. All right. Moving on to the second race of the evening. Type an ! Vote. Then the number that corresponds to the track you want to race. Technically, this season is over, so these are all free points if anyone wants to dethrone me.
Vote. I don't even know. 11. I'm just going to pick a number. Ginseng Joe says, I wonder if anyone's put a joke address like the White House address or something. Not so far.
I would recognize 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
The scripty says, I got some points. Whoop, whoop. You need some points right now. You could do with some points. Man, I gotta do so much tonight. I'm kind of just dreading it. I've been procrastinating by wrapping Christmas gifts.
It's true.
I would much rather do Christmas gifts than actual work.
Packages just kept coming today, and like the dogs are going crazy, and I was doing all this work and having all these meetings and going downstairs and grabbing these packages, and they're all to Robin. And then I got one to me, and I'm like, cool, what is this? Oh, it's Robin's Christmas gift. And then I got another one, I'm like, what is this? Oh, it's Robin's HDMI cord. I'm like, Jesus, everything that came to the house today is for Robin. So it's been an interesting day. It's been a little bit, I'm like, I need to fucking order something for me. I'm feeling like a little bit left out right now. Right now, the Raging Pin is the track in the lead. It's the one Robin picked. She said she was going to vote for 11, and everyone else did too. Takes 3 minutes and 1 second to finish on average. 1 minute and 9 world record time for the Spooky Friends. 2 minutes and 34 seconds. We do it way faster on average. Valley Grills is our record holder with 1 minute 45. I'll let it scroll one more time just to let democracy play out and count all the votes, and then we will get started.
Oh my god. Ginseng Joe says, at least you don't have to throw out all that packaging away. I hated getting tons of election mail. Oh man, yeah.
Dude, I'm so glad that all those stupid flyers are done showing up.
I just put them in the recycling. All of that went straight into the recycling.
It's too much.
Actually, Faison says, I forgot to hit play on the last one. Hopefully you get it in on this one.
Get it in.
Oh my F. Oh my G. G is for gargoyle.
Oh my.
Gargoyle.
Did you go OM instead of OMG?
OM. I don't know. Did I go OM?
It was just
gargoyle?
weird how you said it. And I was just
OMG?
like, what? Like, I don't know if she's trying on something new or
I'm
trying
going
to make fetch happen.
I'm going to try and design a shirt that says OM gargoyle. Oh my! I'm gonna have to say oh my.
I think you should re-listen to the episode and see what the actual catchphrase was that we used, and then make the shirt. All right, we're coming up on 11. It's going to be 11. Let's go ahead and just jump into it. Type in !play to get your marble on stream.
!play. I'm in. You son of a bitch. I'm in. We watched Rick and Morty all over again for the 15 bajillionth time.
We started Letterkenny over again too.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. We're already up to 24 marbles. I think we had 27 for last round, which means since one person stated out loud that they forgot to type in !play,
we should have at least 28.
We should have at least 28. So let's see if that happens. There's 28.
Woo-hoo!
Now let's go for 29. Let's give a +2 on our last race, and that would be pretty sweet, too.
Ginseng Joe says, I only watched 2-3 episodes of Rick and Morty, then got busy with a semester at school.
Yeah, 29.
I always just, because I dual box. So one screen will have Rick and Morty on. Then the other screen, because I have an ultra-wide monitor, I also have 2 windows open that are, I guess, split. So I can have my Word document and then my website tabs open, so it's just like having an extra TV there to watch stuff next to me.
I like to have background noise when I do my script, especially, so I'll typically have either Solar Opposites on, since it's only one season, and I can go through the whole season while I write my script, or I'll put on a playlist of something, which has either been Eugene ranking things from the Try Guys, or Keith from the Try Guys doing the Eats the Menu, which are so much fucking fun to watch.
Ginseng Joe says, I liked Rick and Morty, just have to come back to it. Bob says, Neon Genesis Evangelion. I don't think Adam's ever seen that. But that show has one of the greatest opening songs of all time. It's so intense. It's so amazing.
This fucking track with the pulsating rod at the end.
Yeah, this track sucks.
All right.
My bad, dogs. Sorry, everyone.
Way to go, Rob. Everyone got knocked back by that fan blade. Valley Grill's Ghost Ball is still like right up there. Ares 22 is like, I'm going to take the lead and die again like last time. Scriptery is just run right by, though. And going into the peg coaster. I don't know what the hell to call this thing. The peg cylinder. That works for me. Chunkster really went for a ride. Oh, man, a lot of people are. So let's just back out and see how well everyone does making it through these obstacles. ASB Bunny did not do well.
Aries says,
Lucy,
I need to
Robin
watch.
Grace, holy shit. Kayla Reeds, Girl Panic, Laura Ann. They have all fallen off. The Scriptery is still in the lead. There goes Librium. Is it Librium?
Liberum.
There goes Glitch.
Aries says, I need to watch Letterkenny.
That's so good. Scriptery came to a dead stop, and Chunkster's now in the lead.
Chunkster says, Letterkenny's back on Christmas. I am so super stoked
Season
for
9.
it. Aries says, they just
Tiny
talk
Dance
too...
Nation, Valley Girls, David, and Teihei. They just talk what?
They talk too fast for my brain on Letterkenny. That's funny.
There goes Ares 22. There goes A Meadows. Good lord. Actually, Faison, Luna, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. I'm what's for dinner. We're running out of people here, folks. There goes Hoppy J.
Hoppy J.
I always get it wrong. Well, Chunkster actually made it through. That's usually the hardest part, is to actually get hit by the thing.
Oh,
fuck.
No,
they fell off the side.
Yep.
Wow, they didn't stay in. Well, I guess this gives the Scriptery a chance to catch up. Is that Bob? Bob made it through. I think he somehow skipped. The pulsating rod is going straight for the hole.
Yeah, he would. Oh, God.
Valley Grill's Ghost Ball had already finished, so no one's going to take the record time. Everyone else is just chasing Bob, and I think it's pretty obvious. Congratulations, Bob. You're taking the second race. Ding, ding, ding.
I'm literally, I'm packaging your guys' Christmas gifts right now.
We'll send you some Scaryish merch. All right, Bob, I am Beef Trainer. It looks like Mama Buds is coming in third. Ooh, almost. Cursed Wolf, 89, comes in fourth. Scriptery is fifth. I can't believe we lost so many people, and there's a bunch of losers sitting up here trying to get hit by a rod. Me, Lee, and Ginseng Joe. Was that me? No, Ginseng Joe got hit.
Yeet.
And is in a different track now. Because that was far. I hate this fucking thing. This bowl needs to be... Holy fuck. Where'd it go? They're dead forever. Oh my god, look where they landed.
Bob says,
They
talk
survived.
dirty to me.
Oh my god, the blue wave of death is approaching. Lee and I are just gonna hold hands with me, Lee. We're gonna die together. Omki finishes sixth. Ah, son of a bitch. It looks like we're both gonna make it to the end. Ooh, I don't know, I'm pretty far away. Let's watch as this blue wave approaches while I attempt to go into the hole.
The scripty says, points, the points.
Alright. This will be the end of the race. Thankfully, let it mercifully end.
Girl Panic says, I haven't gotten the sticker from last time. USPS is kind of crazy right now, but
Dude, holy fuck.
Yeah, I'll go through and try and see if I can find that message and then resend it. Because, man.
You've sent out so many packages.
I've had to send out so many packages.
Play. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Talk dirty to me. Alright, let us know what sticker you want, Bob. Alright. That is going to do it. Let me get us over to our regular screen. Boo.
All I have is the Neon Genesis Evangelion theme song in my head now. No, that's Attack on Titan.
That's a pretty fucking awesome song. They do change it, what, like 12 episodes in there? Cool. We'll talk.
I don't remember, man.
They don't keep it forever, which they should have. So.
All right.
Let me check and see if there's anything else to read, not from YouTube. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and move into that outro, and then everyone can go about their night. Mark it. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in their stories tonight. Thank you so much to everyone who's listening to this. Thank you so much to everyone who watches us live. You folks make it worth it for us to do these, and it's so much fun reading your stories and being trusted to do that, because sometimes they are very personal, like we had a couple tonight, and it means the world to us. So if you have a story like that and you would like to send it to us, please email storytime@scaryish.com or go to our website, scaryish.com, and click on Contact Us. If you fill out that form, it comes directly to us. You can also hit us up on any of our social medias. Facebook is facebook.com/Scaryish Podcast. Twitter is @ScarishPod, and Instagram is @Scaryish Podcast. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us monetarily, how can they do so?
You can go to patreon.com/Scaryish Podcast, and those are monthly donations. Tiers start at $1, and at $1 you can get ad-free episodes. Which even on YouTube, you have to do ads too, right?
You get ads on YouTube, that's correct.
Yeah, so head on over to Patreon, join for $1, you get ad-free episodes. Also,
$1 a month. It's 4 quarters, y'all.
Also, now that it is December, I am mailing out winter rewards for Badge of Honor tier and above, and that is going to be a Wendigo keychain. Or not Wendigo, that was last fall, or that was this past fall. It's going to be Krampus. So Krampus keychains are going out.
You should post a video of what the Krampus keychains look like to tell people like, hey, sign up for this Patreon tier and you're going to get one of these in the mail. Totally effing worth it.
All right. And then if you want to do one-time donations, those are at ko-fi.com/Scaryish Podcast. All your donations go to helping us upgrade our studio setup, kind of keep us motivated, keep us going, keep us creating more merch and more content.
Indeed. So thank you one more time to everyone who watched, listened, sent in their stories, all that stuff. You guys support us and it's amazing and we appreciate it. So that's everything we have for Storytime 147, I think it is. So Robin, go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.